Hello and welcome to the Evercade Retreat. Gene Joke here, and today I'm adding Exolon to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Exolon can be found on the C64 Collection 3 and was released by Hewson in 1987. It was developed by Raphael Checo, I think I've said that correctly, maybe, who also developed the Cybernoid and Stormlord games. I suppose you could consider it a fusion of those two series. In it you control Vitork, a lone futuristic sci-fi soldier who has to survive 125 screens of alien-infested terrain. It's a side-scrolling flick screen shoot-'em-up, and essentially each screen is a puzzle in itself. You have two weapons at your disposal, a laser blaster and rocket-propelled grenades. Press fire to fire your lasers, hold down fire for a second to launch your grenades, and you have a limited supply of both, although pickups are fairly frequent. Naturally there's lots of enemies to shoot. These come in the form of missiles flying across the screen, floating bubbles, gun emplacements, and there's mines and other hazards along the way as well. Naturally mines need to be jumped over or avoided. The gun emplacements which fire at you, well, you can shoot their bullets. In fact, most things can be shot, although some obstacles will require your grenades to dispose of them. Midway through each level there is an exoskeleton upgrade which improves your armour, giving your laser a double shot which will make certain obstacles and enemies more easy, but it also makes you immune to mines and other ground-based threats. But it most certainly doesn't make you immune to other enemies. To get this exoskeleton upgrade you'll find a pod partway through the level, climb into it and push up, and you'll don this enhanced armour. This game originally came out in 1987 for the Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, and I don't know, that might be it. And it was a very good looking game for the systems at the time. Well, for the ZX Spectrum it was. This C64 port, I don't know how well it was regarded, to be perfectly honest, but it has very Spectrum-like graphics, which was generally considered a negative to C64 users back in the day. And even now I think the Spectrum version does look superior to this C64 port. And this would be a good time to mention my history with the game. I played this a lot on the ZX Spectrum, I absolutely loved the game, and yeah, until the Evercade I'd never played the C64 version. When I got the C64 Collection 3, this was the first game that I played and the first one that I finished, and it was very satisfying to finally beat it some 30 odd years later. So anyway, graphically, yeah, it's pretty solid for a C64 game. Things are bold and clear, but it very much suffers from the C64 colour palette. On the sound front, things are rather sparse and suitably zappy and sci-fi like, I suppose. They suit what it's going for, but again, there's not a lot of sound, there's no in-game music, so not a lot to talk about. As for the gameplay, well, I have explained the basic nature of the gameplay. You walk from left to right, you jump, you shoot things, you fire your grenades and solve the puzzles of each screen, because some screens are puzzles in themselves, with a specific target you've got to take out or time you've got to use to get through them. And you can't take too long or an enemy will come along and kill you. It's not really a fast-paced, reaction-based shooter, it's more sort of sedately paced and methodical. It's a brutally difficult game. You start off with 9 lives, but you need them. So while it does initially seem a bit slow and methodical for a shoot-'em-up, which it is because it's not an out-and-out shoot-'em-up, it's not a run and gun, it's a walk and gun, I suppose. But the game does have a very sort of deliberate rhythm to it. It rewards patience, precision, and most of all, perseverance. It's not a game that's going to appeal to everyone, but I do think those that can gel with the gameplay and take on its own terms could have a lot of fun with it. But that said, I first played this on the ZX Spectrum back in the day, and maybe it's my faulty memory, but I do swear that one felt a bit tighter to play and almost felt a bit more fair in the movements of some of the enemies. But that could very much be a sort of faulty memory, as I mentioned. I haven't played it since the late 80s or early 90s, so placing on my overall ranking list, there's definitely a large amount of nostalgia here which is pushing this one up for me. But even so, I'm going to place it above Missile Commander Arcade, but below Lee for the C64. Obviously, it's the only version we have of Lee. And I think that wraps it up for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.